All right, are we up?
Not quite yet.
Okay, hello, and thank you so much for joining us this evening. My name is Michelle Anunsula of Harmony's Divine Design, and I am here with some super extraordinary individuals. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce you all to AI Fusion Collaboration. And we have a little feedback. All right. So, I would like to introduce you all to some really, really fun creative individuals. I'm certain that you have seen their artwork floating around these internet streets, as we like to say. So, without further ado, I would like to go ahead and introduce you to our panel today. So, to start off, we have the creator of our group, Miss Linda, followed by Mr. Dean Stern, Miss Lena Sanchez, Miss Natasha Irwin, Miss Kelly Jones, Miss Mo Tate, Miss Erica Day, and T Weaver. We are so happy to have you guys here. And I am also excited to learn what you guys have coming up. So, to kick things off, I would like to go ahead and turn things over to Miss Linda and just tell us a little bit about AI Fusion Collaboration.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. Well, how AI Fusion got started and came about is I started out making stickers for myself because I couldn't find stickers that represented us very well. So I started out making stickers. And along the way of making stickers, I found Misha, and I found a GPT that Misha made that was in um, a bundle that I bought. And I'm like, oh, this is interesting. So that's how I got introduced into this AI world. Um, I excuse me, I'm a little nervous. I
Take your time. It's perfectly fine.
And I started following Misha, and I started making art, and I found out I really love doing art. So I wanted to grow my business, and I couldn't think of a way to grow my business. I was taking a class with Candace, who works with Misha. I took a class with Candace, and while working with Candace, I saw she was doing a live, and she was talking about the fear. And Misha also talked about the fear, bringing fear with you, because I'm very much an introvert and I don't like being out in front of people. I'm more of a behind the scenes kind of person. But in my head, I kept hearing, bring the fear with you, bring the fear with you. So I stepped out, and I, on my page, I think it was my page or Misha's page, I said, who wants to do a collab? That's how I started. And I really didn't expect no one actually. But all of a sudden, my timeline starts filling. I want to collab. I want to collab. I'm like, who are these people? Where are they from? So I put together my first, and some of the people that are in now are still with me from that first collab. So we wrapped up with the first collab, and then everybody's like, let's do another. I'm like, okay. So we put together another collab.
Awesome.
And when we put together another collab, people started taking notice of us. It's like something magical happened, and our name just started popping up everywhere, to the point where people asking to join the, what is this? What is this? This is something special. So we didn't even have a real name at that point. Well, we gotta get a group and we gotta come up with a name. I'm like, group name. And you know, Michelle, I didn't even know how to do a Facebook page.
I remember. Yep.
Facebook page. So, okay, so we came up, we were kicking around a few names. Kicking around a few names, and we came up with AI fusion. For AI, I think collaboration. And then we came up with AI fusion when I thought, oh, that's perfect because we all fuse together and we all are like a big family. And it's like we are talking to each other day in and day out, collaborating all day, every day. From the wee morning, we have morning crew, we have an afternoon crew, we got an evening crew, and some I think we even have an all-night crew. Never. It's busy all day, every day. So eventually they said we need to make a group, and I made a group, and from there it just started snowballing. And sometimes I'm looking at it like, what in the heck is going on here? It's just moving so fast, it's mind-boggling. You wake up, like a couple of more people want to join, a couple of more people want to join. So it's like something we're doing is right, and somebody is noticing us. So we decided, to keep our group intact and move forward with whatever this train has to bring for us. And we're thankful. I'm thankful for each and every person that's in our group. We all have different things we bring to the group, and every last one of us contributes, helps, supports, holds down, holds accountable. And that's why I call this we are fused, but it's more of a family. So that's all I have to say about AI Fusion. Love you guys.
Well, Miss Linda, I mean, I think we could wrap up and go home then with that one. I mean, that was beautiful.
You're supposed to be first.
I can personally say I myself have seen the beautiful inner workings of AI Fusion, and you guys are awesome. But one thing that I did want to point out is something that Ms. Linda did say when she first started was that she was a little nervous, that she was a little fearful, right? So I just want to ask the panel right now by a show of hands, who with them this evening brought their fear? Like my hand is shaking while I'm standing, it's up here, okay? So I wanted to do that because I wanted to show everyone watching Zoom, Facebook, wherever we're streaming at right now, right? That we are too human. We are walking in our gifts and our talents, doing what we love. And it has blossomed into something that honestly only we could say that is from above, right? So, just wanted to take a quick second and let you guys go ahead, do a quick introduction of yourself. So who would like to kick it off? Don't y'all jump to the mic at one time, man.
I'll kick it off
first. Oh,
no, go ahead, Mo.
No, go ahead, Dean. No, you're the king. You're the king. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and get my jitters over with. I'm Mo Rhonda. I go by Mo. I'm the creator, owner of Resource Pivot Creative Operations. A little bit about myself. I love to sing sentences, words. I love creating art. I've fallen in love with it. I met Misha through Barbara Everett, and I met Miss Linda through her collaboration. Anything else you want to know?
Anything you want to share? If not, you could kick it over to the next person.
I'm nervous, but I'm glad my peeps are here with me, and I welcome everyone to be on this live with us. I'm so excited and happy.
Awesome. Thanks, Mo. Who would like to go next?
I'll go next. So I'm Dean Stern, CEO, owner of Dean Michael Innovations. I'm a digital content creator. I am a digital artist. I'm now into GPTs. We'll talk about that at a later time. also the one that is always bringing the jokes in this group. An amazing group of individuals to keep me humble, but they also bring a lot of creativity, insight, wisdom, and it even goes beyond just the art. But we have a good time here. So AI Fusion, when Linda says this is a family, it's no joke. We treat each other just like family. We talk about everything in the spot, and for the time that we've been together and how everything is just fell into place, it's very rare you come across that where you have multiple individuals from different industries, different ages, different life experiences, and you have a tendency of people rubbing the wrong way. That's not here. We, we have conversations and find out that our pasts are so similar. It's like, who am I talking to? It's like talking to a mirror. But one thing I can say, and whenever you see me doing a live by myself or either in one of Misha's lives and stuff like that, I'm big on collaboration because I can tell you, if you had met me prior to May, the stuff that I'm doing now would not exist. It's from the encouragement, the support from everybody in this group. We do a live, we come back and we're taking notes and we're comparing, hey, what did Misha say about this? What did Michelle say about, we are always pushing each other so that we know the material. So one day when we have our own summits, things of that nature, we're prepared to talk to each and every one of you, prepare the content, but not talk to you as if you don't know it, but we can share the content, but make the connection like we do here and help you grow as well. So that's all I wanted to say. I want to thank everybody for attending this live, and I want to thank Michelle for managing everything.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Dean. Who'd like to go ahead and hop on the mic next?
Okay.
I will. Who's that? Who's that?
Who's that?
Okay, Erica. Oh.
Okay. Who was that who wanted to go?
Erica, go ahead. You got it.
Okay, fine. All right. I'm Erica Day. I am the owner of Faithful Femme Noir. Started following Misha like last year just because I was like, we can create pretty pictures and I don't have to learn how to draw. I like this. So I just started following her and, the mindset videos and things like that. And then I was like, wait, I have a dormant Etsy store. Maybe I can create some stuff. But I still didn't feel like I was like up to par like everybody else was. And so Miss Linda said, does anybody want to collaborate? So I was like, well, I might as well. I didn't think I had a lot to contribute, but maybe I had a lot to learn. And so I told Miss Linda, yes, I want to collaborate with her and whoever else. And voila, this is beautiful group. And I think we push each other to do better. Like the images I made when I first came in are completely different from the images that I make now. Every morning we get up, I swear all of us get up the first thing and go to our messenger and say good morning to everybody. And we just continue those conversations. It's constant. I am not part of the night crew. I'm old and I go to bed at 9 o'clock. But when I'm in there, I just love them. And it's really it's really a nurturing environment, especially when your people in your real life don't understand what you're doing, don't want to understand, things like that. But you can come to this group of people and talk about anything. And that just helps us be, better creators. And we also teach each other things. So something I thought I didn't have to contribute, I may have if somebody contributed to me. And so that way we're all learning together, growing together. And I'm just very excited to see what comes next after this. I'm done.
Thank you, Erica. Thank you so much for that. Yes, I can definitely say in regards to the art, I have seen progression and challenge within the art that you guys render. With those prompts, you are creating blends and textures, within those pictures. And it really definitely stands out. So definitely keep creating. All right, Natasha, you want to go ahead?
You just gonna call me out there, huh? Okay. She knew I was over here being nervous. I brought my fear with me. So I'm Natasha. I am the CEO and creator of Stinwin Designs. It's a family-owned business. I collaborate with my kids. They all can draw, and I was like, I need to have something to do with them. And I thought, oh, I can only draw stick figures. And they're like, Mom, it's the best stick figures. But I'm like, I want to do more. And I happened to come upon Misha. I seen a puzzle that she had put up, and I was like, "Ooh, puzzle and pretty image." And I was like, "I can do the puzzle, and then I can show my youngest daughter because she loves puzzles." And from there, I end up going to Misha's Mindset Matters. And this is where everything opened up because in the Mindset Matters, she was talking about, hey, even if you can only draw a stick figure, you can bring that and create beautiful images. And I said, hold up. I don't even know this lady, like, to come off mute, and was like, wait, you said what? And she said, yeah, you can draw a stick figure. And she showed us how to do it. And I was like, oh, now I can collaborate with my kids because they've been drawing like since they were like one. They were born drawers. And so I was like, oh my God, I can finally collaborate with them. And so just, learning from Misha, just watching everybody taking, different classes to learn even more. And I was like, I'm doing this alone. And I was talking to God and I was like, I'm doing this alone. And I need more people that I can connect with, first of all, that are believers and that are really trying to spread the word with our art. And I was in one of Misha's class and I met Dean and we collaborated and that opened up some doors and we just stayed in contact and he was like, hey, Natasha, there's a group that I think you'll be great at. And I was like, Dean, I ain't got time for a group. Like I got 5,675 things going over here trying to finish school and all this other stuff. And he was like, I really think you should be in this group. And they pray. And I was like, okay, God, what you're telling me to do. And I was like, okay, I got a lot on my plate, but I'm gonna get in this group and I'm gonna be quiet because everybody knows if I'm in a group, I'm going to be muted and not say anything and don't come on camera. And I got in there and I can feel God. And I was like, this is home. And since I've been in there, as y'all can see, I'm on camera and I'm talking to y'all. That's literally has been since day one. And like I say, we talk about everything. We collaborate on everything. We pray. We speak life into each other. There's always a scripture going out each day, and that what really matters to me. And I see where I can do the AI art with everything else that I'm involved in. And so I'm gonna stop because I'll keep going and everybody else needs to talk.
Natasha, you can keep on going. Get comfortable on that camera and mic. Thank you. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Lena, Kelly, which one? Who's up next?
I'll go. Hey everyone, I'm Lena, owner of Studio 26 Prints. Welcome. Thank you for coming and being here with us today. I have been with AI for a year and change now. I opened up my Etsy store last April. I was trying to do all the things initially, fell down the YouTube rabbit hole because YouTube told you that you can make $5,000 a month selling clip art, right? So that's where I started. That didn't go well. I tried a couple other things and basically I was struggling. So I was doing that from April, just falling more and more into AI. And I came across Misha in November, right around Black Friday, right before she had the summit in November of last year. And once I went to that summit, it was like the floodgates opened, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. Cool. Because for that entire year, I was the only person in my circle who was into AI. I would talk to people about it and they'd be like, what are you talking about? I don't care. And I'm like, really? Like, this is amazing. Like, don't you understand? And no one cared. So finding her in November, um, basically at that point, I said, I'm just gonna give her my debit card and just let her just take it. Because everything she did after that, I signed up for. And that is how I met this wonderful group of people. Linda and I were in Candace Brown's last 6-week cohort. And hey, Candace. And that's where we met. And when she did the first collaboration, I somehow missed it. I don't know how. But then the second time around, we got together and here we are. We created the AI Fusion and I'm just grateful to be in this space. For a really long time, I felt out of place in this whole AI thing. You know, I don't draw, so it was like, you know, well, what am I gonna do here, right? I don't draw. Everyone else seems to know how to draw. But AI for me has been incredibly helpful for my mental health, right? So I think that's what my purpose is here, but I'm trying to figure that out still. So I'm just grateful to be here to help, to learn. I've learned so much from these people that I'm in the group with. They're amazing. They're so talented. And I couldn't have asked for a better group of destiny helpers. That's what we call them. So I'm grateful. So thank you for being here, and I hope to get to know you all better.
Thank you so much, Lena. I mean, we're grateful to have you, as always. As always. Kelly, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, let me do that while it's quiet. Hello everyone. I am Kelly. I am the creator behind HBK Digitals, where I empower small businesses in everyday life with the use of AI. That's either through PLR products, GPTs, making GPTs, art, wall art, custom journals, all of that. So that is who I am. As far as how I came to know Linda, I was part of the first herd, as you can say, or the first people to see her post about wanting to collaborate. So I saw a few people comment, and I was like, if you still need more people, I'm in. And we messaged each other privately. And she was like, wow, I didn't know that it was going to be like this with all these responses. Like, I don't know what's happening. And I was like, yeah. So I've been in with Linda since day one, since the first collaboration. When I tell you the group is everything. We laugh, we cry. Um, it's just fun, genuine fun, and I love it. I love it. I love it. We make each other better. I'll say that. We make each other better. We push each other because we know what we are all capable of. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Kathy. I know that's right. That's one thing I can definitely say. Okay, so I'm new to this. They were a whole family before I even came. I'm adopted. All right. um, I came in to assist them with their life and everything, and I can say I think it may have been 48 hours I have been with you guys, and every last thing that each one of them saying, I can say is true. It's true. This is a group unlike any I have personally ever been in. And the motivation and just the love, like genuine love and life that they speak into one another is a beautiful thing to behold. So when they say fusion, it's fusion beyond art, but it's literally dealing with life and just our day to day and showing it through these pieces of art that we can generate and create. T, are you there? I think T might have.
Yes, I am.
All right, you're up.
Okay, well, you have my camera, so I'm T, co-owner of Harmony Divine Design, and came across Linda's post, and I scrolled by it, and something pulled me back to it. I said, "Well, let me collaborate with her. What else? Like, what else do I have to do?" I started collaborating with Linda, and as everyone said, the group started growing and growing and growing and growing. And it's never a dull moment in this group. You will laugh from sun up to sundown, and don't try to turn your phone down, because guess what? You're going to vibrate. If you don't have any sound, you'll definitely vibrate. But I've been in this field, I say since 2017. That's when I first came across Misha when she was doing Ava. And from then I started joining her little groups, and like Lena said, she started taking the ducats. And I enjoy being with all of these people. And they keep us grounded and keep us together. And we do, like I said, we do a lot of laughing and a lot of crying and a whole lot of art. A whole lot of art. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. Thank you, T. All right. Well, it is really great to get to know you guys and just to help those watching get to know you a little bit more. I have a few questions.
I forgot about me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sugar.
Oh, I ain't got much to say though. Y'all, everybody know me. I'm Saray Sugar. I have the group Learning Pretty AI, and I was just really happy to. I have like my admin team and everything like that, which is really great. But and I love collaborating with people. But when I came into AI Fusion, is I just wanted to say that one part because I don't want to repeat. I don't. Y'all did such a great job at saying everything already, and I can just relate to everything that was said. But I just want to say to Miss Linda right here in front of everybody that I really appreciate what you created and bringing us all together. And like everybody is saying, it's family, is oriented. They keep us on our toes, they keep us grounded, they keep us motivated to keep going. And I mean, Dean prays for us, everybody prays, but Dean is the pastor. You know what I'm saying? So he always had a word for us. And I mean, I have came in the group crying literally and feeling better after I come out. So that's all I really just wanted to say. I just wanted to thank Linda for putting this together, and thank you, Michelle, for hosting this tonight. And I am just thankful. I'm excited to see what's to come with it. And I was late streaming it to the group, y'all, because I was doing a live talking about you guys in my own group, but I was having internet problems, so I had to reboot my computer and everything. So I'm sorry for if you guys didn't see the beginning of this, but it is streaming to the group now. So you guys, if you're not in the group, make sure you come on over and join the group AI Fusion and Collaborations, because it's only gonna get bigger and bigger and greater. So that's all I want to say.
Absolutely. Thank you, Shug. And Rosie, I'm trying to find you in here. I would love for you to introduce yourself.
I'm here. Hello, everybody. My name is Rosie. I am the creator behind Southern Bells Designs. You go use the hashtag SB Digital Art Design, so you've probably seen that more than you've seen Southern Bells Designs. Like everyone else mentioned, I started AI a couple of years ago. Started watching Misha. I came across her in a crafting group. I was doing sublimation and I was buying designs, and I came across some of her work. And this was about 2022, and just kind of watched her for a little while. And then she did a um she did a summit. She did a summit for um Black Friday weekend in November 22. And that's when I was hooked after going through that summit. I was like, okay, I can do this. I felt comfortable doing this. I used the art to publish calendars, coloring books, journals, all the things. Even started teaching classes in early part of 2023 after I got everything under my belt. Um, Started doing classes and using the art for different things. And I was fine doing it on my own. I had been doing it on my own. I'm an introvert. I participated in the groups and did the classes, but I didn't know what I was missing. And about, I want to say maybe mid 2023, Sugar Ray reached out to me and she and I started collaborating. She gave me pretty much free use of her platform that she started with Learning Pretty AI. And at that time, I think the group was about maybe 100K. Now it's grown to almost 800K. And so Sugar Ray was the first person to reach out to me to not necessarily be an accountability partner, but just that extra push and motivation. And so maybe a month or two ago, I came across Linda's posted, and I think it might have been the first cohort with AI Fusion. And I said I was going to look into it, but you keep scrolling, never come back to it. And then I saw another post and I was like, you know what? Let me reach out to Linda and see if she's still accepting anybody in the group. And sure enough, she was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and add you. And y'all, just like everybody has said, it's been nothing but laughter, nothing but fun, encouragement, motivation. There's just so much. I mean, it's a great group to be a part of. I encourage everybody to join the Facebook group, participate in the Facebook group, and just learn and join us for some fun times. If you saw our promo that we did last night, that 2 minutes and 46 seconds is really a good snippet into how our daily chats go. So it's a lot of fun. I do encourage everybody to join us. Linda, thank you so much for following your heart and putting this group together. Michelle, thank you so much for everything that you've added. You've added so much value in the short time, in the 2 days that you've been here. So definitely a big thank you to you for that as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to Linda right quick too for letting me back in, y'all. This gonna be funny because I got kicked out of the initial chat at first because I wasn't participating. Linda wasn't having no lurkers, y'all. She wasn't having. She ain't saying to me, but it was kind of like, look, Sugar, I like you and all, but you ain't gonna be in there just lurking. And I'm sitting up there like, okay, I got to get back in, Miss Linda, because from what I saw in there, I'm like, look, I got to get back in. But thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Linda is Queen Mother. You gonna participate or you gonna get the boot.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. And you know what? I'm grateful for Miss Linda for that, because with her doing that, we're able to see all the great art that you guys put out each and every day. So Miss Linda, you're right. Keep them accountable and keep them moving.
Love them all.
All right. All right. So again, I have a few questions for you guys. Really interested just for you to share a little bit more about yourself. So this is for anybody that would like to answer. I'm not putting anybody on the spot. But if you wouldn't mind, could you share a bit of your background and how working with AI in this group actually could relate?
I'll share. I'm a pastor's granddaughter. I was raised in the church my whole life. I'm used to being around first ladies and classy women who love the Lord and know their scripture. And I have a teacher's heart, and so I always wanted to like create a community, teach, mentor young women as the Bible tells us to do, mentor women who are less mature in their faith, not necessarily young. And I really hate the women's Bible study stuff that I come across, because a lot of it is so corny and flowery, and it doesn't dig deep enough into the word, and it drives me bonkers. And I read, I'm like, I can do better than this. I can do better than this, But I'm seeing people create journals and stuff. I was like, I want to learn how to do that. I want to learn how to do that. And so, just by following Misha and things like that, I learned that these are things that I could do. And so, like I said, when I joined AI Fusion, I still wasn't sure how I was going to do it, because I wasn't completely satisfied with the images I created. But since being in this group, I think we started in May. I have started my Facebook page. I have published a journal on Amazon for sale. I didn't know how to make a journal at the beginning of June, but I have one, and it's not flowery. This is the word of God. I mean, you're going to learn it's geared towards women, but it's still deeply theological, makes you think instead of talking about your feelings and your emotions all the time. And so that's what I wanted to do. So now I'm in Hatine's cohort now, where she was like, make that Patreon page, do this, do that. So now I'm in a position to actually create that community, and I'm much more satisfied with the art I create. So thanks to Misha, thanks to Linda, and thanks to all my AI Fusion family, because y'all was really you're really encouraging, and then you was talking me off a ledge yesterday. I appreciate
it. And Miss Erica, you made a really good point when you stated that you were working with material that you just weren't satisfied with, right? And this platform allowed you that opportunity to create what it is you wanted to work with, to put your voice to it. So I think that's a really, really big statement, especially for AI, is where you can literally put yourself in your work, So thank you for that. Anybody else would like to make a point on that?
I'll say something real quick. Anyone that knows me knows I'm a hardcore introvert. I don't like being in the spotlight. I'd rather be in the back all day, right? When I did my 6-week cohort with Candace, on one of our one-on-one meetings, she brought up the topic of, going live. That's how you get people to know you. That's how you grow your audience. And I remember telling her, I don't know, maybe by the end of the year, I'll think about going live, but I don't know about the next 6 weeks, right? And she's like, okay. But think about it. And I think it was maybe like a week after that or 2, I went live with another creative who had actually reached out to me via TikTok. And I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And she reached out to me for the same reason. She's like, listen, I want to go live, but I'm kind of nervous. Do you want to do it together? I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then after that, I went live, I think 3 more times by myself. And each and every time, I swear to God, I was sitting there sweating. Like, oh my goodness, what am I even going to say? What if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? But I got through it, right? So after doing that, it kind of helps you build your confidence a little bit. So for me, being in the space now with this group of individuals, they let me be who I am, and they don't question that, which is also big for me. Because being an introvert, right, sometimes I have to take a step back because there's a lot going on in the chat and I need a moment. And they don't take that personal, which has happened a lot, right, throughout my life. Because sometimes it could come across as antisocial, and it's not that. It's just that I literally just need 5 minutes to regroup, and then I'll be back. And with them, it's never a question. It's never like, well, why weren't you talking, or why didn't you participate in this, right? Like, I could jump in and out of that chat, pick up, and it's like I never left. So I appreciate that. That means a lot to me, because I get to be who I am here, just as I am, and it's okay.
Understand. I myself am also an introvert. I think we have quite a few introverts in this group as well. And with that being said, I would say, what would you say to someone that is on the brink, wanting to push out, but also an introvert, a little nervous, a little scared? what words of encouragement would you guys, giving your journey up until this point, what words would you have for them now?
Say go in and do it. I'm a big introvert, and I for a long time I didn't have a camera on. One, because it was broke on my computer, and I was like, I felt good behind that camera. I could still speak and still do what I wanted to do. But being in this group, you have no other choice but to be on camera and see. It's one thing to write the laughter, but to see the laughter is even better when it comes to these guys. And like I said, we stay in laughter, and I love it. And I probably will go back hide behind my camera, but no time soon.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely say find someone to collaborate with, because like I said earlier, with Sugar reaching out to me, um, it was like a collaboration that I didn't know that I needed. I was fine doing things on my own, but I wasn't going live. That just was not my thing. I was comfortable doing the classes. I was comfortable doing 101 because it was Zoom. It was a contained area. But when you go live on social media, that's a horse of another color. So just if you can find somebody to partner with, somebody that can, and again, if you could refer to them as an accountability partner, but it doesn't necessarily have to be an accountability partner, just someone that can help encourage you and motivate you, because there may be times where you just don't feel like doing anything and you just have that person to give you that extra push. So for those that are introverts and for someone that's just starting out and not quite sure, or just need a hand to hold you along the way, find that person. And like I said, now that I'm part of this group, there's about 15 of us, I think, in this group. Is that right, y'all? It's about 15 of us. Yeah. This is like the collaboration that I did not know that I needed. It's like having 14 siblings overnight.
Yes.
And I definitely want to piggyback doing this scared, because I just have to say one thing. A lot of people, well, the people that's around me in my circle knows by now, but I have to really thank Misha for bringing like kind of all of us together, because when I came in 2022, this is how I met, a lot of these ladies, and just it kept expanding into other circles. But it was, I took classes before and did things, but it was amazing to see. I hate to make it a race thing, but I'm sorry. It was amazing for me to see so many Black women winning. You know what I'm saying? And just doing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not nothing against any other, you know what I'm saying, race, but sometimes we get, counted out a lot. And so it was amazing and it was motivating to see that, and how I had been holding myself back a long time. And a lot of people don't know I have TS, I have Tourette syndrome. So when I say that going live for me was a extra hard thing, because sometimes if I talk about it, it's like trying to hold back a sneeze right now. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about it, it triggers it and all like that. And sometimes it still get bad for me. So sometimes in a lot of meetings and stuff, I have my camera off. I want it to be on, but I don't want to be necessarily people's entertainment. But what's crazy though is the people that I'm around don't make me even feel vulnerable to, like I could be that in front of them. Like it's not about to be a bunch of people. I mean, it could be people joking and jabbing in the background. You don't know, but it don't make me so scared to not put myself out here. So finding groups of people to motivate you is very, 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 very important in your business. You hear a lot of people say you got to be your own motivator and you got to be your own cheerleader and all like that, because everybody ain't always gonna do it, and that's true too. But having the support helps. It really do. And so this finding this group, you know what I'm saying, as well, was just like an extra benefit. So that's my thing. Do it scared, y'all. Put yourself out there. Stop. And I even get so much to where you doubt yourself a lot still, agonizing whether things is perfect. We try to be perfectionists, and that holds me back a lot too. Like, just stop trying to, people make mistakes and they keep going. Just keep going. Keep going.
As an introvert who is not afraid to get on camera, I will say the issue for me was I work from home, so I don't be looking camera ready most of the time. And so when people started talking about going live, I said, I don't feel like it. I gotta go put on my face. And they were like, no, you don't. But to me, yes, I do. So this is about as non-face as you're gonna ever see me on camera, but I didn't make it a big production today. I just did the little bit to make me look presentable, like I'd be going out to the store or something, and here I am. We have to get over the little things that keep us from doing things that will take us further. And not wanting to put makeup, not wanting to get ready for the live was keeping me from doing it. Not fear or anything like that, but I had to get over. Either I'm gonna put the makeup on or I'm not, but I got to do this live. So if you want to move ahead in what you're trying to do, you have to get over those hurdles and do what you have to do so you can get the results that you want to get. I will say being in this group has made it much easier for me because like everybody has said, we are accepted for who we are. No, there's no, I don't like her, she don't like this or whatever. It's like, hey girl, you're beautiful. I know y'all lying, but I like it anyway. And so just having people to support you like that and encourage you, and like I said, not accountability partners, but just people to just support you and lift you up will have you doing all kinds of things that you probably thought you would never do before. You just got to do it.
And after Pastor Dean prays, you gonna move regardless.
Yeah.
Okay, on that note.
Dean, let me go. Let me go.
Go ahead, do your thing. Do your thing.
I'm gonna say what I've seen being a part of this group and me being as introvert as I possibly can. I'm not speaking. I'll type in the chat. I'm not getting on camera for various reasons. One, just being an introvert, but because I have to wear a wrap because my hair is falling out. And so I was using that as an excuse to stay behind the camera. But God was like, use that. And once I got into this group, I posted an image from my GPT. And Dean was like, I'm not going to say exactly what he said, but what he said to me was like, use that. And I was like, he was like, what? Basically what I heard was, why do you always create images with wraps? And then I was like, because first of all, my hair is falling out. So I'm always wearing a wrap. And I don't like just the normal plain wraps. I like the wraps that'll make you, ooh, where'd she get that from? Like, oh, I need her to make that for me. And that's just how I am. And I love abstract art. And so just being in this group and people seeing you for who you are has been amazing. But for me, it's bigger than just AI. It's me really using the voice that God has given me and using a platform that I've always talked to God about. Besides art, I'm in the breastfeeding space. I'm going into the mental health space. So I have to use my voice. And I can use my voice one-on-one, but God is like, your voice and everybody's voice that's listening to me, your voice will break chains off of people that you're called to. It will heal people that you're called to. You just have to open your mouth. And sometimes they get to see your face. And it don't matter how well, sometimes it does matter how you look. Because some folks, but, just don't worry about that so much, because who you're called to, they're going to connect with you however you are. We have to stop, we have to really stop hiding, because people see us regardless. They feel our spirit regardless. And they're like, hey, I need you to use your voice. I need you to be on camera. I need to see your face. I need to see the emotions. I need to see you. They already see the anointing on you. They just want you to be who God has created you to be. And so this group has really just help me be who God called me to be. Like I said, this is the first time I'm actually on live. So this ain't gonna be the last time I'm on live. And I'm just blessed for Misha. I'm blessed for Linda. I'm blessed for Dean. I'm blessed for each and every last one of us in this group. Because like everybody else said, this is a family. We really push us to our greatness. And I'm just grateful for God just bringing them into my life. So yeah.
Awesome. Shug and Natasha, thank you so much just for your transparency, right? You know, many times we see all just ourselves online, other people online, and we're all guilty of making some type of story of that person, who they are, what we assume that they are. And it's not until you are actually in forums such as this or one-on-one communications where you really genuinely get to know that person. And I think that is so important as to why you guys did this meet and greet today, is for everyone to get to know who AI Fusion Collaborations really is. And you guys are showing up and showing out as always. So
Michelle, did you want to let Misha say she put her eyebrows on for this? She in here on
oh
camera.
yes, Misha Bazemore, would you like to hop on the mic?
Sugar, you play too much. You play too much.
See, I was gonna let it slide. But
she put her eyebrows. She put her eyebrows on for this. What she said.
All right.
And I sprayed them so they stay. But look, I am so very proud of each and every one of you. There are faces I've never seen before right now. And I'm so very proud that you guys have found your tribe. You've created a tribe of like-minded people, and the people found you, right? They found you. I'm watching Michelle lead the group. She is one of Martine's coaching. I don't like to call them students. I don't know what Martine calls you guys, but she's part of the coaching cohort over there, and she's doing a phenomenal job. I love to see everything that you guys are doing. And every time I hear you guys say, well, Misha brought me over, my spirit jumps, because it's like, it always makes me think about the time when I didn't want to do this at all, because I'm an introvert. I struggled really hard with sharing my art, because I didn't think that I was good enough as an artist because of things that happened in my childhood. I was conditioned to believe I wasn't good enough. And then I was so far removed from drawing by hand, I was doing it all digitally. I felt like an imposter, right? Even though I can draw things, I've been drawing things digitally since 1990. I think before Michelle was born, right? 1994.
Oh no, I'm older than that. I'm not that young. But thank you for the compliment. I'll take it.
Yes. So since 1994, I've been drawing digitally, but I still felt like an imposter. So those of you that are coming into the space, you're brand new, don't beat yourself up because you feel like an imposter. Bring that thing with you. Connect with like-minded people, and their spirits will minister to your spirit, and it will help loose that hold that those things have on you. All right. And it will open up your Zoom window, and you'll share your space, you'll share your face, you'll share your voice, and you'll become comfortable, more comfortable with it. And the more comfortable you become with doing this, it becomes easier to grow what it is you want to be of service. So whatever it is you want to do, it becomes easier to grow it. And I'm so very proud of all of you. And I was just sitting here, I was just playing I'm not playing about the eyebrows. I blame my mama for that, right? But I was just playing with y'all, just having a good time over here in the chat, just listening, like just feeling all giddy and like, oh, look at this, and then thinking in the back of my head, I'm going to share this with y'all, okay? Those of you that are believers, it seems like the whole room, we're all believers, right? We'll have a feeling of when things get hard, we have this feeling of an overwhelming feeling. I want to get you guys prepared for the gift and the happiness, the other side of that side nobody talks about,
where you may find yourself having a Holy Ghost spirit in the middle of you creating because you release the hold of those things have released itself from you, and you're like, look, I did not even know that I was gifted with this. And then everything will start to clash. You'll be like, well, I was conditioned to believe that this was my truth, but now the world is showing me this because I'm being of service and listening to what is being placed in my heart. And those things will start clashing, and you guys will just, it can become very overwhelming. So having a group like this of believers, when you find yourself overwhelmed, nobody talks about the overwhelm of prosperity, of success, of peace, of happiness. Nobody talks about that. So when you guys find yourself in that space, embrace it, because you're going to get there. You're going to get there, and you're going to shock yourself. You're going to shock yourself beyond human comprehension. It's not going to make any sense. It's not going to make any sense why your group has taken off the way that it has. Congratulations to Sugar. She's probably saying to herself, it don't make no sense why I'm close to having 1 million people following me when I felt like I wasn't good enough, because this world tells me or conditioned me to believe that my TS is a problem when it's actually a gift. Right? So you got all these ears, all these people listening to you. You need to go ahead and share that. You got to let people know how you did that, because some of us want to know. But anyway, I'm proud of all of you guys, and I thank you guys so very much for putting this together. All right, so that's all. I'm gonna mute myself.
Thank you, Misha.
Thank you, Misha.
Thank you, Misha.
All right.
I think it's Pastor Dean's turn.
Yes, Pastor Dean, you got the mic.
Get your tissues, onions coming.
Thank you, cuz, for coming online and giving us a benediction. So what I wanted to say, what everybody was talking about, the introvert, I'm going to flip it for a second. So for those who know me, and my sister's online, love you, sis. My personality, I'm the extrovert, but I keep things under wrap because I grew up in a household where you weren't able to speak a lot. I lost my voice a long time ago, and it even filtered into my corporate life. I was very, I have a servant's heart. I was basically trained that way as a child. Serve. I knew nothing else, and I became very good at it. So when I was in the corporate world, I go in hard because they wouldn't hear this, but they're going to see me. But on the same token, I'm not the type of person that wants to be in the spotlight. That being said, being the extrovert that I am, with this group, it gives me a balance because I can serve. I'm able to serve these queens with whatever it is that they need. And I'm not saying that as I'm a end all to be all, far from it. But what I am saying is that where there's a need, I can help connect the dots, and vice versa for me. They gave me a place where I can use my voice and not use the voice of like, hey, look at me. Like, no, hey, look at that. And ask questions. And it's like, well, I don't understand that. And they will chime in and give their point of view and enlighten the whole situation. That being said, it goes back to why this call is all about. It's about the collaboration, because what happens is when you collaborate with the right people, you find out that your needs are being met for the things that you thought you'd lack. You also find out that your situation, like the scripture says, there's nothing new under the sun. But you find out that you all have a common thread, and that what you thought, and we've termed it now as imposter syndrome. Everybody in scripture that God used had to deal with that. Well, you called me a prophet? I don't know what that means. It's like, hey, Jezebel said something else, so I can't be the prophet. But when you around the like-minded people that know and can speak to your spirit, but not just speak with fluff or anything like, and just to be saying it, but then can align it with the word, and you find out that you're in alignment with that, you start getting this freedom. You start getting a better understanding of who you are. And it doesn't matter what age you are. It could be 20s, 30s, 50s, 60s, 80s, whatever it may be. It seemed like everybody in this group is in a transition. Various points in their lives, there's something that they either need to be delivered from or delivered to. And it's so funny that we balance each other each and every day. And we surprise ourselves. We get conversations. It's like, you know what? Yesterday was going to be my last day in the group. We're like, oh, no. Church, close the doors. We're having a shut-in. And then next thing you know, we are like pouring into one another. It is very important to anybody listening that the fact of the matter is, if you feel that you got to do everything alone, that was me. I'll get into projects and I will go in full bore. I won't eat. I won't sleep. I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability, to my detriment. This group is not for all that. It's like, we need you at 100%, but we don't need you to feel like you got to give 1,000%, because one, we know your heart. We're not, we're not trying to impress anybody, but are you trying to impress yourself? Or are you trying to hurt yourself? Again, it's that accountability. It's about seeing, things for what they really are, but also seeing things from another perspective as far as what did God say about that situation. So I said all that to say this, is that if it wasn't for, and I know it sounds like a broken record, but I'm gonna have to say it anyway. If it wasn't for Misha being led to do what she did many years ago, and all us coming in and hitting the summits and all the different classes, and she has been relentless about mindset and alignment, and we got it. We finally got it, that we say this to our each other. You would have thought that was like, okay, Misha needs to give us back money, because now we're saying what she's saying, but she's still going to get our credit cards. So anyway, but with that being said, we spend so much time in this world hearing all the negativity, and we accept that. But when it comes to renewing the mind as far as what's your alignment, that's when you need those people that's like, I can see this, but I can also relate to this. I was here, but now I'm here. But see, I'm not speaking to you from here. I'm speaking to you side by side, because I need you to come with me so you can experience what that freedom is all about. And I'll walk with you. We walk with each other. There is nobody in this group racing. There is nobody in this group trying to say, I'm better at this than you are. It's the complete opposite. It's like, I know this very well, but why don't you know this? Okay, so let's find out, where's the disconnect. Is it a mindset issue? Is it a heart issue? Is it, are you afraid? Okay, fine. We'll deal with the fear, but let's get you comfortable with this. And that's very important. It's not practiced a lot in the world. It's not practiced a lot in the corporate world. But the fact that AI brought us together, and it's kind of funny, you got to have a certain mindset to communicate with AI. And that is constantly being taught to us day in and day out. Any of the lives that we go to, any of the similar groups, that is the constant thing, that mindset. I've been to a lot of network marketing meetings, and they give you that rah-rah and talk to you all that, the money, blah, blah, blah. But they never really talk to you about mindset, because that's not a part of the mindset. Is like, think like a robot, or do what I tell you to do and don't question, do it. And I don't care if it's not in alignment, just do it. Not here. Because you can follow Misha, you can tried to follow Misha, good luck to that. But she can go, she can pivot left and right and then backflip. You're just like, I can't do that. That's all you. But she always tells us, one, give yourself grace. Okay, she's here to be a guide, a teacher, and we're all doing the same for each other and for our group. We come with different assets, talents, and gifts, and we're here to use that. And we teach something that's going to benefit you. But if it is not for you, that's fine. But at least you have that information so that if you need to use it later, you can. So as far as this group, if you want to join, I need you to understand that mindset that we encourage here. We're not asking you to come in to be the superstar, because if that's what you're planning to do, you can wait outside until you find a superstar group that wants to encourage that rah-rah. We come in, if you're broken, we're not going to celebrate your brokenness or shame with your brokenness. We're going to walk with you step by step so that you have the strength to do the next thing. So when the next person comes in that you've seen that looks like you, from the initial state, you can help them. And that's repetitive in our group. We don't let anybody fall here. That's not our, what was that? Oh my goodness. Lilo to Sitch, Mahalo.
The word that means family?
Yes.
Mohana?
Mohana? Yes.
Ohana. Yeah.
Ohana. There you go. So, that's what it's all about. And it's like, it's mind-boggling how we are so close each and every day. I'll tell you a quick story is that, if someone hits the video chat button, we all drop what we're doing. Like, come on, it's like, what? Who wants these hands? Who wants these hands? Who's
because they can handle one too. They can handle one too.
But it's so funny. The first time that happened, everybody was amazed because we were like, what's going on? But when you have that sense of urgency to look out for somebody that you don't spend physical time with face to face, and that's another great thing about what we're doing. We don't have that initial barrier to make that snap judgment, because now you got to communicate. Here's my idea. You can't hide behind like, well, I can't walk. No, here it is. This is what I'm dealing with. You got to explain it. And if you can't explain it, we're going to sit down with you until we get some type of interpretation. So again, you'll hear this message time and time again. Thank you, Misha. Thank you, Linda. If it wasn't for those two being obedient to what was in their spirit, we would not have grown in the last 2.5 months. And when I say growth, I'm not talking, it's exponential. Because every last one of us, we can show you what we were doing in the very beginning and what we're doing now. We can't even comprehend how we got here and why we have our name being spoken by other wonderful individuals that we have a high regard for, that they want us to be in association with them. So it always brings to mind what the scripture says, that your gift will bring you amongst kings. And it's like, it's actually true. But that's all I have to say, because we got people in the chat that we need to talk to. And Michelle has an agenda. So thank you.
No, you fine. Listen, I am not going to let anyone stop when they talking from their heart. That's not what I do. I was going to let you go here because it gave me time to check the chat. All right. So Dean, thank you. Everybody, thank you so much for sharing that message. I'm pretty certain there are so many that are listening right now that can definitely say, I can relate to Dean, I can relate to Lena, I can relate to Kelly, Natasha, Shook, etc. So that transparency again is so important, and it's so important as we are looking at growing this group and introducing this group as well. So I have one last question for you guys, and then we can move on to our next segment. So my final question to you guys is, where would you see AI fusion going? What is the vision as, because y'all the originators here, where would you like to see AI fusion going?
As Mo would say, good morning, America.
I know that.
I'm speaking it, so Misha, I'm gonna need you to always be ready because we're bringing you to. I want us all on Good Morning America.
Okay. I'll go ahead with that. I will go ahead with that. So now we're going to go ahead and pivot real quick. So we have been talking about this beautiful, beautiful art that these wonderful creatives create. And we are going to go ahead and just give you a quick little taste of that. So who would like to go first? Now y'all don't jump at once.
Like, hurry up. I want to see the art.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We were supposed to bring art. Was that part of the script?
Jeopardy.
You were supposed to bring what you wanted to show. But
us first.
Don't let me pull up this AI fusion chat and just get to showing pictures in it.
Look, we not going there. I'm about to mute y'all. Miss Erica, could you go ahead and start with your GPT, please?
Okay, let me get my screen ready.
All right.
I just had it. Where'd it go?
Okay, while Erica gets that together, I just want to acknowledge Alina Turner. She said we need to be on Oprah. Just want y'all to see that in the chat.
But Oprah don't have a show no more.
I'll take it.
No, she does have her what is it? Something on Sundays.
Oh, the Sunday thing. Okay.
Yeah, we
okay.
Oprah might try to kick us out. We might have her laughing too hard.
Yeah, that is definitely a possibility.
No, it won't do it now. I have it. Hold on, I'm almost ready.
Look at me sitting up all the way in the camera. Sorry, y'all. I was excited for Erica. What she about to share?
All right. Let's see here. What am I doing? Share.
Ooh, Misha, when you see it. Ooh. Ooh.
Okay, can everybody see my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So June was my month of like just creating stuff. So anyway, I've been wanting to create a GPT for a while, but I didn't know how to do it. I had missed Misha's class because my coins wasn't adding up. My coins wasn't adding up for nobody's class. So one day while I'm in the chat with everybody, I'm at work, but I wasn't really busy. I'm like, I'm just gonna go in here and see what I can see. See if I can create a GPT just on the fly. So I did. I created it, then I posted it in the group because I wanted them to test it for me. And they all did. So not only do we get support, but we get automatic testing before we put our stuff out there in public. So what I wanted to create was, ever since I've been creating images in Chat GPT, DALL-E, Midjourney, whatever, I always create African-American women because, like I said, I'm for good, classy, elegant representation of us. And I always get these skinny chicks. Like, if you skinny, that's your business, but I ain't, and I don't want to see bones poking out of collarbone, stuff like that. I want some meat on their bones. And every time I would show my mom a picture that I thought was really nice, the first she would say is, "Why is she so skinny?" I was like, "Oh, I'm tired of hearing her." Okay. But I still wanted to be classy because, DALL-E, as soon as you make somebody big, they want to show all the cleavage and everything like that. So what this GPT does is it creates, every image is a plus size African-American woman. There are many options for you to choose from, but I'm not going to take all night to do that. I'm just going to go through what it would normally do and see what we get. Okay. So I'm just going to click on create an image of an African American plus size woman. It's going to ask me a lot of questions. I'm going to go through these as quickly as possible. So you see it's asking for hairstyle, skin color, makeup, outfit style. What size do you want her to be? The art style and the medium. I'm going to say size, I'll just pick size 18, art style, realism, art medium, digital illustration, and then I'll say you choose the rest. If I were to just pick one thing, it would give me a list of all the options. So you can always see the list. So you can say, give me a list of all the options. It'll list it all for you. And there's a lot of options in here, but I don't want to be here till tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So not going to do that. Okay, so I'm just going to hit enter and see what it gives me. So it's telling us what it used, the hairstyle, the skin color, the makeup, and the outfit style. And then here we go. It's going to give you a Gen ID, so you can go and you can make consistent characters. I'm going to tell it to add the seed when I get a chance to go in and change the instructions. But it's telling you can use the Gen ID for reference, image tracking, quality control, reusability. Tells you all the options it used, and it's also going to give you a biblically based quote and a biblically based affirmation. Because I discovered I don't hate affirmations. I hate ones that are not script biblically true. Like I could go in the mirror and tell myself I'm skinny, but that don't make it true, and it's never going to be true. However, it's biblically based, it's going to be true, and those are the kind of affirmations that I like. So that's what my GPT does. It is up in my Etsy shop, and it is also on my Beacons page, and it's 50% off through July 22nd, I believe. We'll do one more image. So let's go to no, let's create another image. This time I'm gonna say list my options. I'll just go through and pick them rather quickly. Just so you guys can see everything I put in here. All the hairstyles, all the skin colors, all the makeup. I like makeup. All the outfit styles. The sizes are even numbers from 12 to 40. Art style options, art medium options. So I'm going to say size. Oh, can't type today. Size 22. Pixie cut. What else we got here? I want ethereal makeup. I'm just making up stuff. Bohemian outfit. Mocha skin tone. Type photo. Realism. And I'll pick something I don't normally pick. Let's do mixed media. Now, I've never chosen mixed media before, so we're going to see together what's going to happen here. Of course, the sideways image, but as you can see, it's a pretty nice image, and I'm not seeing bones. I'm not seeing too much cleavage. I'm seeing some classy African-American women, and that's exactly what I wanted. It tells you all the options that were used, got your biblically based quote, and it has your affirmation. So if anybody has any questions, I want to stop the share, but if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. And again, I'm sure Michelle will put my link in the chat, or I can put it in there if you guys would like to check it out. It also comes with a mini prompt guide as well.
Erica, thank you so much for that. Yes, the link is in the chat. I will also go ahead and put it over on our social medias as well. So next up we have T, and she will be showing her GPT as well.
Okay, mine is called The Winery in You. I know a lot of people like wine, and some even make wine. So what this does, it also makes images to create. It also makes images that you can create for the labels of wine. But the best part about this that I like is when you want to have the perfect wine to go with a meal, not only will it give you the wine domestic and international, it will give you a meal, how to cook it, and it will even give you, excuse me, a disclaimer for those who, you know, taking in alcohol, you have to be 21 and older, but it also gives you all this information on it. It also, if I go back to a new chat with this GPT, it will tell you all the wineries, international and domestic, that you can travel to, the price of the tours, the prices of their cheapest wine to their most expensive wine, their most popular wine. And if you want to break it down any even more, it will go stateside as well. So if you're living in Philadelphia, you want to find a winery in Philadelphia, you will find a winery in Philadelphia. And here are the images that you can create with this GPT. And like I said, it will also give you recipes for your own wine. So that's my GPT, The Winery in You.
I like that, T.
Yeah, I like
Okay.
That's real nice.
Thank you.
I'm just curious. Could you see what it would look like with a girls' night out at the winery?
Well, you can even take this GPT if you want to do a home wine tasting. It will tell you what wines to buy for your own wine tasting. You ask it, it will tell you.
It's fancy.
Love it. Love it.
That's that.
So I will
And
be dropping this in the chat as well.
Okay, and I'll stop my share.
All right.
Thank you, T.
Thank you so much, T. Thank you, Miss Erica. I'm trying to get in touch with Miss Linda, but I'll deal with that on the other side. So right now, I would like to open up the floor to our guests. If you have any questions for our panelists, please go ahead and raise your hand, and we can get our Q&A session going. And I will start off with the first question. So in regards to when you guys create art, I know we create GPT, some of you create prompt guides. How was it for you finding your look or your flow of art, your style?
I at times still feel like I don't have one specific style. I like a lot of different things. That's just the way my brain is set up. But now with the mid-journey personalization, I've been playing around with that a lot lately, and I kind of like what the bot has done for me. It's very bright. you could see the texture, and I like that. So I'm still kind of experimenting with what is my aesthetic, I guess. But in the meantime, I'm experimenting with different things until I find that. So a lot of times I'll get inspired by what we share in the group. Sometimes I'll go to the Midjourney Explore page. Sometimes I go to what's the other one called? Is it Ideogram? Is that how you say it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'll look through there, or I'll have an idea pop into my head just off of a conversation I'm having, or something I might see outside, so that's what I do.
I started blending, and the beauty of being in this group is that Linda is the blending queen. She is like, oh my God, I can't even describe. I mean, I never get results like hers, but she encouraged me to start blending. And so that's how I get what I want it to look like. Because a lot of times the prompts weren't giving me exactly what I wanted, but when I would blend images, I would get exactly what I wanted. And then to add the personalization feature in Midjourney on top of that, I'm really getting the exact images that I want. And like I said, when I don't, I still blend. I'll blend until I see something I like. But I think that's helping the algorithm learn what I like, and it's helping my personalization code as well.
Nice. So Erica, I wanted to piggyback off of you really quick. So you did say Miss Linda is the blending master, and I have a video I'm actually going to share with you guys with Miss Linda showing out with her work.
So, she always showing out.
So let me go ahead and get that ready for you guys. All right. Let me know if you can see my screen okay.
We can see it.
Yes, we can see it.
Yes.
All right. Let me start this from the beginning. 1 second. So
Play it again.
I'll play it one more time in case you guys missed it. This is Miss Linda. So when Miss Erica just said Miss Linda's the queen of blending, that right there, absolutely. They can use Midjourney in a way I haven't even touched Midjourney, so it's a foreign language to me anyway. I'm just being honest. Just being honest. All right. Now, does anybody have any questions or any remarks that they would like to make? Because before we start wrapping up, all right, I see Candace. All right, you could go ahead and go, Candace.
All right, first of all, I want to tell y'all got me over here wiping tears and stuff off of my face. I just want to let you guys all know from the bottom of my heart, a lot of you guys have taken classes from me, have been in co-working sessions with me, have been in my 6-week program. Some of y'all have been, I've interacted with all of you guys in some way. Freaking extremely proud of you guys. Like, you guys do not even know. I have to take my glasses off, girl, because I'm up to the point now. But I'm just letting you, I'm extremely proud of what you guys have created. With the success that you guys are having, especially some of you ladies that I know was not going for it. That wasn't good to see you guys. Like, I see you. Like, to see right here, right now, in this space and time. It's freaking amazing. I'm a proud coach. I'm a proud friend. I'm a proud sister. Dean, boy, you better stop playing with me with your preaching self, boy. I'm not even about to play with you. Me and Dean about to do something, y'all. Me and Dean talked about it earlier. Me and him got to do something. But all of y'all, I love y'all. I do. I know y'all know I always say I love y'all like a fat kid love cake. Y'all know I do. Y'all are amazing. And I am just in awe. Like, I watch y'all. Y'all know I'm nosy. I pay attention. I'm always, I'm lurking. And I pay attention to y'all. And from seeing you guys from where you guys have started to where you guys are now, it is a complete different change. Mo, you have changed. You are amazing. And I am so freaking proud of you. Lena, you know you're my heart. To go from never saying, like, I'm not going live, to 2 weeks into our 6-week cohort, like, Candace, I went live, like, what? And then tagging me and all. Girl, no. Erica, I've been watching you for a minute now, girl. You are amazing. Sugar already know. Me and Sugar got some kind of connection, so Sugar already know what it is. That's like my other sister from another mother that nobody knew I was supposed to have, but that's the one right there. T, I'm following you always, girl. You know I'm always everywhere. I'm always clicking on something, liking on something of yours. I am proud of you. Keep going. Keep going. You guys, this is just the beginning. Do you guys understand that? You guys have opened up a door for the rest of the world. I'm holding on. I'm coming along for the ride. I just say that because y'all are amazing. The ones that I have had like real interaction with, you guys, Natasha, you and them babies, girl, you know me, them is my babies. You and them babies, them little smart, genius babies you got over there. I am proud of you. I am proud of the work that you guys are doing, the community you guys are building, and I say keep freaking going. Linda, my girl. That's my girl. She was in my 6-week program as well last time, and all she wanted to do is learn Canva. That's it. All she wanted to do was learn Canva. I showed her how to make some images in Canva, and it was a wrap from there. I am so proud of what you have been able to accomplish, Ms. Linda. What you have put together, what your mind and your creativity have allowed to come together. You guys are freaking amazing. Keep going. Keep making me proud. Keep making Misha proud. Keep making yourself proud. You guys, the doors have just opened. I know I haven't touched on everybody, but y'all all know every last one of y'all on here have some kind of part or tug to my heart. I love every last one of you guys. I'm proud of you. I love you guys. Please keep going. Please keep going. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Candace.
Thank you, Candace.
Thank you, Candace.
Thank you.
Michelle, it's Rosie says she still have to show her GPT.
Oh, absolutely. Let me go ahead. And Rosie, you should be able to share your screen.
And Miss Miranda, I'm sorry, I'm reading messages for you.
Thank you.
Michelle. Okay.
I appreciate it, Chef. Thank you. All right, you're good to go.
Okay, so the first GPT that I want to share with you guys, I'm going to share two really quickly because I think Mo still needs to go and maybe one other person. Dean still has not gone. So the first one that I want to show you guys is the 7-word GPT that I created. So, and some of you may have already seen this because I showed it in the Learning Pretty AI group, but I created this 7-word GPT because there were a lot of folks in the Learning Pretty AI group that had questions with prompting or issues with prompting. They couldn't get their prompts to come out right. And I wanted to show that you don't have to create or a paragraph, 100-word essay in order to create something beautiful. You can do it with just 7 words. And so I chose the number 7 because, of course, God created the earth in 7 days, and 7 is just the number of completion. So getting started with this GPT, we have the one conversation starter, make it very simple. Let's get started. So once you've selected that, it says, great, would you like to choose the subject? It gives you options to choose, or it asks, do you want me to create a list of 7-word prompts for you? So if you have no idea where you want to go with this, then you can just type the word create and let Chatty create a list of 7-word prompts for you. So now I'm going to ask it to generate prompts for, generate images for prompts 1 through 5 without pausing. Let's see what the first 5 images look like. And so image number 1, Afrocentric woman, modern, digital, serene, abstract patterns. And that's going to be our first image with just 7 words. Here's image number 2. And of course, if you want to change the aspect ratio, if you're using these for journal covers, whatever you're using these for, you can always change the aspect ratio to fit your needs. But these images were just created with just 7 words. So I'm going to type start over, and I want to run you guys through the different options that you can also choose. Instead of having Chatty, maybe you want to have some input. So again, it asks, would you like to choose, or do you want me to create? And I'm just going to say simply choose. I want to choose. So now it's going to walk you through step by step of the different options. So it's asking you for the main focus. This is typically where you're going to enter your gender and ethnicity. So I typed Nubian woman. Next, it's going to ask for your artistic style. Mine is going to be vibrant. Now, if you don't know what you want your style to be, next is asking for the medium or technique. Maybe you don't know what type of art medium, so you can always say, you choose. And Chatty says, okay, let's go with acrylic. Next, select the mood, emotional tone, or atmosphere. I'm going to say confident, and it gives you some options here. With each selection, it's going to give you some options. If you don't know, or maybe you want more options, just say more options, please. And so it's going to give you a few more to choose from. I'm going to go with confident. And you can ask for more options on any of these elements that you're putting into your prompt. And so it says, finally, select the type of artwork. I'm going to say illustration. And so it says, here is your 7-word prompt. We can check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got our 7 words. So even though we only chose 6, because we did Nubian woman, 1, 2, vibrant is 3. It chose acrylic for us, that's 4. We chose confident, which is 5, and illustration, which is 6. We only made 6 selections. So it added a 7th word for us to complete the 7-word prompt. Now it says, would you like to generate an image based on this prompt? And I'm just simply going to say yes. Again, if you're looking for a specific aspect ratio, if you're making calendars, then you could say, yes, please generate in aspect ratio widescreen or 16:9. And this is the image that it's giving us for Nubian woman, vibrant, acrylic, confident, illustration, and nature. And at any point, we can always change something in here. So I can say change vibrant to urban, just to see what we get. So it's going to keep all the other words in the prompt and just change that one single word. And there we go. So again, this is just an example of how you can create beautiful art with only 7 words. Now I can't see the chat, so if you guys have any questions, can somebody read questions for me if there are any?
Well, I'm seeing a lot of compliments. Love this GPT. Love this GPT. It's fire.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You are definitely welcome. If you guys are interested with this GPT, The link is in the chat. So thank you so
Oh,
much, Rosie.
thank you. And I do have one more that I want to run through with you guys. This one is called a Poetic Muse GPT. So with any image that you upload or describe, it's going to
Rosie,
write a poem.
I ain't
Yes.
mean to interrupt you. Can you please share your tab instead of your window? Your link is exposed.
Oh, I thought I was. Okay, let me stop the share and try again because I thought I was.
You gotta hit F11 before you.
Yeah, does the F11 work?
Can you see it now?
Yes.
Yep.
It's still showing.
Are you on a Mac?
No, I'm on a laptop.
Oh, okay.
Did that make a difference?
No.
No,
Nope.
sis.
Yeah, I don't know.
Delete. Just delete. Delete out the. If you don't want to show your name, just delete it out. Don't hit enter. Just
Oh,
delete. There you go. Now
Okay.
talk.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
that's
you.
a superpower, Misha.
Thank you. So on this one, again, it's a simple conversation starter. Let's get started. And it's going to ask you if you want to upload an image or do you want to describe the image that you want to generate. So again, this was created to create a poem that goes along with any of your art that you've created. So think about your coffee table books where you've got your art, you've got your own custom art that you've created, and now you can have a poem in that book as well. So I'm going to choose to upload an image. But again, if you do not have an image to upload, you can always describe it. It will generate an image for you and then create the poem. Okay, so I put the image in there and just hit enter. And now it's going to ask you some different questions. Would you like to choose the elements of your poem, or do you prefer that Chatty write the poem for you? So for starters, I'm just going to say, you write it. So I'm telling Chatty, I want you to write it. And it just gives you a simple poem. This one is entitled Radiant Symphony. In hues of brilliance, her spirit sings, a canvas alive with vibrant brings. Braids of color woven tight, a radiant beacon in the night. Eyes that shimmer, depths profound, echoes of a soulful sound. Amidst the abstract, she stands tall, a masterpiece inspiring all. So all of that from that image. So imagine having your own book of poems along with your custom art. Now I'm going to say, let's start over because this time I'm going to choose the elements of the poem. Oh, we're going to start a new chat because if you say, let's start over, it thinks that you want a new poem. Okay, so again, we're going to hit, let's get started. A new poem. Okay, so again, we're going to hit, let's get started. Miss Erica, you got an echo. Can you put your mute? Let's get started. Okay, so on this one, I'm just going to choose a different image.
Hey sis, clear out your URL.
Thank you, babe. Appreciate it, bro. Okay, so again, it describes the image and it's asking, do I want to choose or do I want Chatty to write? So this time I want to choose the elements. So now it's giving you some options. It says, great, let's start by choosing the tone or style of the poem. And it gives you some different options to choose from. I'm going to choose heartfelt. Next, it's asking, do you want short, medium, or long? Let's start with medium. And finally, list any specific elements you want included in the poem, any type of emotion, any type of sound, atmosphere, nature, anything that you want to add. And I'm going to say, I'm going to say roses. If you notice the emoji for all of my GPTs is a rose. So now it's giving me a new poem. And again, this is the image that we started with. So it's giving us a poem based on this image. And it's entitled Radiant Blossoms. In her eyes, a garden blooms so bright. Roses whisper secrets in the night. Petals blush with love's profound embrace. Nature's wonder graced upon her face. With a smile, she colors the dawn. Roses singing, darkness withdrawn. Her beauty a canvas richly hued. In every bloom, a soul renewed. And if you want to, we started with medium. If you want to expand it, you can do that as well if you'd like a longer poem. And it will just build on top of this one and give you some additional stanzas. And so that is the Poetic Muse GPT.
So there was a question in the chat that asked, will it work in reverse? Like, could you put the poem in and it create an image for you?
Now, you know what? I have not thought about it from that aspect. We can try it and see. So what I did was I copied part of the poem from the previous poem we just generated. And I just said, please generate an image from this poem. So let's see if that works. I've never tried it. So whoever asked that question, because I can't see in the chat, whoever asked that question, thank you.
Yeah, that was
And there we
Alina.
go.
Alina.
Thank you, Alina. So there we go. It gave us an image based on the two stanzas that I copied in here. So yeah, that works too. All right, so that's it. So now I am going to turn it over to Mo or Dean. Who's next?
I'm going to present for Mo.
And I'm right here too, so.
Okay. Now, yeah, you just tell me what to do.
You're gonna drive?
I'm going to share my screen for you.
Thank you so much.
Share. Okay. Are you guys seeing my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
You're good.
Okay. So go ahead, Mom.
Okay, so this GPT was originally supposed to be a coloring page, which is why I named it Christian Hues of Color. But as I was building it out, I said, you know what? I wanted to be colorful because if you look at the description, it says building a powerful prayer life and personal relationship with God, one image at a time. I was like, well, if we're building a relationship, that's something that's colorful, right? So as we blossom, we want to see that color. And if I'm not mistaken, psychologically, colors do something to the psyche. So the first thing I want you to do, Shug, is do the third one where it says, now these are my conversation starters. I put up 4. I wanted to put up 7, but I didn't. Yeah. So this one says that the person is holding the Bible. Normally, when you think about a Christian, they have their Bible. So let's see what it generates for us. It generates a beautiful lady with a beautiful fro. And as you see, you have the colors. Uh-oh. Can you? Oh, thank you. So along with the beautiful image that it will give you, it gives you an affirmation that I felt new believers would need to help them build confidence in either praying to God or conversing with other believers when they meet them. So the GPT will give you an affirmation along with the scripture so that you can not only learn to speak and be confident as a new believer, but you'll also be learning your scriptures along the way. And then it also teaches them to pray, and it'll give you an ideal prayer as well. Now, the meditation part to me is for them to reflect, and that reflection is not only on God's word, but the reflection is for them to also build confidence as a new believer. And the last thing that I added in is for them to have different pose references, because if you're new to using Chat GPT, you may not know the words to come up with to give you an image. So normally here I would hit next, or give another, not next, give another, please generate another image.
So would you like me to choose one of the numbers, or you want me to write that?
Choose one of the numbers. Do number 6, standing with one hand on her hip, the other hand holding the Bible. And let's see what it generates. So I tried to make it as painless as possible. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say I'm looking at the view in the group, and it's not showing the share. The screen is still showing you talking. So I apologize for those who's watching in the group. I can't figure out.
Oh no.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. So with this one, that gave you... I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I said the people that's on the Zoom, they can see the screen.
Oh, okay. Well, this one rendered with gave you the actual color swatch on the side, but you see that it is a different pose. I'm not sure why I didn't show the Bible or her hand on
It
the
has
hip.
a little Bible at the bottom right there.
Oh, in the colors. Okay.
Right.
But as you see, it will give you, it also gives you, the scripture is supposed to correlate with the pose. So if you happen to go in and type, I did one, dang, I wish I could show it to you guys. I did one for my son because he was in the band camp, and I switched up the wording so that it showcased the young lady having the Bible along with her trumpet. And she was giving honor and praise to God on the field, looking up like, God, thank you because you gave me that talent. And what the GPT did is the 8 poses that it generated after that had everything to do with the band, whether it was the stance was different, it was on a field, whether it was in the band room. So the GPT will render things for you if you change it up for a different subject, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Any questions, comments, concerns?
I have a quick question.
Okay.
So you're saying it keeps the consistency of the subject you're working on?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I honestly didn't know that when I was building it out. I said, well, let me just see if it'll give me different poses, or if I'm going to have to continuously come up with new prompts to generate what I wanted, that theme I wanted going on for my son. Now, I know I rendered a girl, but I was trying to test it out because this particular GPT is for women only, but I'm working on one for men. And the AI Fusion with collaboration members, they tested it out for me. I still am not satisfied with it. I haven't released it yet. I still want to work on it. I think it needs a few more tweaks, but yeah.
I think
my
it's
GPT.
perfectly
I think it's
fine,
ready. I
and
think
she
it's
needs
ready.
to publish.
It's ready.
Yep, she needs to publish it. Don't y'all think so?
Exactly.
Really?
Yes, it's time to
Oh, it
release
was
it.
ready weeks ago.
Really?
It really
Mhm.
was.
It was ready weeks ago.
Release the GPT, release it.
Mhm.
It's ready.
The male one too. She's ready. She's just not doing it like she's supposed to. But you hear the people,
Yes,
Mo.
I hear the people.
Release the GPT.
Matter of fact, all the pictures behind Mo is from that GPT.
It is. If you all can you see
Exactly.
it?
So it's ready to go, ladies.
It's ready to go.
They got your link, so they will be after you.
So I hope you all like it, and I hope that whomever gets the GPT will begin to build a relationship with the Lord, because that's the object of it. So thank you, Saray.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome, sweetie.
All right, Mr. Dean, are you coming to give the benediction?
Ooh, well, according to this list, I didn't remember us doing a GPT or anything of that sort, but okay. All right, I'm flexible. Let me share my screen. So before I share the screen, I had created a GPT as when I joined this group, and it was to celebrate Mother's Day, and I had everybody test it out. The GPT seemed to work when I made it, but when it went through testing, it was acting a fool. That never got released, and honestly, I felt at that point GPTs were not for me. Even though I knew that was the way to go, I was just like, I'm not going to touch this. But put me in a sort of a conundrum, because I love to do the art, but I wanted to do more. Because when I decided that I wanted to join the AI space, I wanted to be able to help business owners with different work process and so forth, and GPT was one of the ways to go. So that being said, there was, like I said about this group, we pray, we laugh, we do the onion thing. That's what we call crying in our group, onion. And within the last couple of weeks, I got this bug to do some things, and I started putting a lot of different art and different presentations on my pages. Well, last week, I got the urge to do a GPT. I love music. Lo-fi is one of the things I do. Chill out lounge, a whole myriad of music. So I sat down one day and I just started to do this GPT that I'm about to show you. And it's just so funny that Michelle, who is doing our live for us, she did a class about a month ago, right? And so, I sat there and it's like, listen to what she had to say. And she, at the end of the live, she said to everybody, now that you have this information, I expect to see y'all YouTube videos, YouTube channels and so forth. So everybody who understood everything, I need y'all to raise your hand and get those YouTube. Everybody committed? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well, I have not released a YouTube video yet. She's going to get me for that, but we've had that conversation. But Memorial Day weekend, I got wind of Suno, and I lost my ever-loving mind. The group will tell you at any given point, I'll throw out a jam, and everybody was like, well, what's going on? I've got at least a minimum of 30 pages of music that I've created. And I have a different way of going about it. So what I did is created this GPT called Rhythm and Rhyme. So let's share the screen. All right. Let's start new chat. So the premise behind Rhythm and Rhyme, can everybody hear me? Okay. The premise behind Rhythm and Rhyme was I saw a lot of faceless content being talked about, and Misha had did a series on Art TV, as well as the YouTube channel, put your own music out and showcase your art. That spoke to me with great volumes, no pun intended. So I have an understanding of music. I've been immersed in it for so long and done sound engineering. So I have a unique background when it comes to that, as far as being in this group. So the GPT is broken up into 4 parts, where the first one, let's make a lo-fi track. It'll automatically make one. I have it designed where it does beats per minute because lo-fi goes by beats per minute. So let's do that for first. So what I'll do, I just hit make a lo-fi track. So what it does, it gives me a breakdown, a lo-fi track at 70 beats per minute with electric piano, soft beats, ambient rain, guitar. Let me copy the code. Let's do this. So soft beats, ambient rain, and guitar melody add final crackle for relaxed, introspective vibe. So I'm going to take that information, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go to Suno. Let's just do it here. Now, as far as Suno, let's move this out the way. You go to create. Now there's a few ways you can go about this, but we're going to go with the simple method for lack of time. So you have in this field where it tells you to put in a song description, and you can put in a type of genre, you can put in a happy mood, you want it to be upbeat in the beginning, slow down at the end. Now, considering lo-fi is instrumental, I'm going to check this area so it selects instrumental. I'm going to paste that information in it that we created from the GPT. The field only accepts 200 characters. There are ways around that. We'll get to that in a moment. But for all intents and purposes, it did 142 characters, which is sufficient for that field. What you see here is the music I've created. There's tons of it. So I hit create, and immediately what it's going to do is start building the music. So you see that there are 2 tracks that are being created. Now the tracks are going to be independent of each other, and it should follow the prompt. So at the same time, it gives it a name. You can change that name, and I'll show you that in a bit. So we're going to play this first track and see what it sounds like. Can everybody hear that?
Yep. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that's the first track. So if you were a person that's like, you know what, I want to make a YouTube lo-fi channel. I don't know if I have the music that, or I have the money to go to these other sites and buy a whole selection of lo-fi tracks. I'm here to kind of help you with that, where you can make as many as you want with your subscription through Suno. With the Suno subscription, it's $10 a month. You get 2,750 credits or 2,800 credits, around that. And that's enough credits to go through a month, even if you're a beginner. Okay. I started out with 2,750 this month. I'm at 1,530. Okay. And I've been hitting this heavy. So it'll populate the track. Oops, excuse me. Go back here. I can go to the next one and play that. we have 2 lo-fi tracks in a matter of less than a minute. You can go in here and take things out. You can add things in there. I can go ahead and use the same prompt and say, I want a lo-fi hip hop track. Let's go to custom. Let's put it in here. Lo-fi hip hop track at 70 beats per minute. That's 120 characters per. Let's go back. So Michelle and I were talking about this, and I just did something different, because usually when you go to custom, you have 3,000 characters to work with, because in the custom field, you're able to do stuff like add lyrics, your own lyrics, or be more specific about how you want the song structure, okay? But in this case, let's just stick with the simple format. So I changed it to a hip hop track, left everything else the same. It should change the tone. So it's about to create its 2 tracks. Now, while that's populating, if you notice, and as soon as picky at times, you'll never know what you're going to get as far as length. But if you look at the cover art, it shows a time of 4 minutes. That's the full length of a track that it can do at one time. Sometimes I've seen as low as, like you can see up here, 1 minute 17 seconds, 1 minute 44 seconds, 7 seconds. I can explain those in a bit. 3 minutes. So depending on the song, it decides in a way that it's not going to do a full length for whatever reason. I haven't figured that out yet, but for this demonstration, it was behaving. It did 4 minutes. So it created the next song based on the prompt for the lo-fi hip hop track, and it's called Midnight Rain. It's an instrumental. So we'll play this one. So you got a different beat. You do have a hip hop vibe, so it stays true to what you set in the track. The second one, play that. So you're able to have a lot of fun with this. You can do different arrangements. Again, I go 2 ways about how I create the music. Sometimes I go based on mood. So I will actually put a mood in the prompt, whether I want happy, nostalgic or so forth. And that's what's also built into the prompt. So if I was doing it myself, I'll go different ways about it. I also use ChatGPT to kind of help me with structure. Or if for example, let's say I love amapiano. And let's say you're experimenting with that and you're not sure what the instruments are. So I'll ask ChatGPT, what are the instruments? Okay. So using this information, and this is also part of my GPT, that it understands that if I'm going to ask for amapiano, it's South African music. That's the genre. It uses synthesizers, drum machines, piano, bass, log drums, shakers, vocals, okay? So I can use that information later. So if I go back and say, let's go to the GPT. Start a new conversation. Okay, come on. All right, so I go to help build a custom song. Choose song type. So I'm a piano. So it's going to ask me, what kind of mood do I want? Do I want relaxing, melancholic, happy? So let's say happy. Oh, fat fingered it, it said relaxing. But let me change it. Change to happy. All right, so step 3. What instruments do I want? Okay, so if you notice, it shows piano, synth, drums, percussion, bass, marimba, saxophone, which is not part of Amapiano. So I can just say, I can add maybe synth. I will tell it log drums, because I don't want regular drums in it. What else do we have? Shakers and vocals. Female background chant. Do that. Perfect. Special effects do you want? So it's still hanging on to the lo-fi, but you don't have to select that, so it's none. Do I want lyrics? In this case, no, I want instrumental. So now it's created the prompt. So create a happy Amapiano track at 113 beats per minute with a synth melodies, log drums, shakers, and an African female background chant. No additional special effects are needed. So let's go here to Suno. And hit create. But we're going to go back to rhythm and rhyme because there's one thing I forgot to mention. So normally, it's supposed to create cover art. GPTs have a mind of a phone sometimes, but this is why we do these lives. Create my cover art. So with the cover art, what I designed it to do is not to just give you anything generic, but you can select art styles. And with some prodding, someone told me they need to see another art style in there. It will be added soon, which will be my style. So let's say we wanted something, say pop art. So it goes through its process and it's going to create pop art. So if you wanted to add that to make your music unique, there you go, based on the theme of Amapiano. So let's go back to Suno. So now it's created 2 more songs called Sunshine Vibes. So let's hear what Sunshine Vibes sounds like. To me, this sounds more like EDM. So I'm gonna give it a few more seconds, see if it changes tone. Nope, EDM to me. So let's go to the next one and see if it corrected that. This is closer, but I like to tweak it. Okay, that is a lot closer. There you go. So sometimes in the beginning, it has these little intros that kind of throws you off. But then again, I can go in here and let's say, sometimes you don't need all these words.
Dean, sorry to interrupt, but could you check your messages on Zoom really quick? Thank you.
Gotcha. Hold on. Where's my Zoom?
Now, don't share the messages on the live side.
You might want to take that camera off.
Show the messages on the live.
What the share?
You said check the chat in Zoom, right?
Not Pastor Dean.
Yes, but not sharing your screen.
Yes, but you're sharing your screen.
Okay, so you want, hold on. Let me stop sharing the screen now. Technical difficulties. So you do not see me now, or do you still see the screen?
No, we don't.
No, you're not sharing anymore.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So we'll wrap this up real quick. We'll hear the last track, and then we will go right back to Michelle. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? We'll stop at this point. But you get the general idea that you're able to do more than just the lo-fi. So for those who are interested in creating their own channel, you now have the ability. I even have in my store a prompt guide that helps you with lo-fi backgrounds, but it can do more than lo-fi backgrounds as well. So go back to Zoom. And Michelle, do you have control of the screen now? Hello?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay.
All right, I have control of the screen. Okay, so thank you, Dean.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that. So before we sign off really quickly, Dean and I actually have an announcement to make. So as you all see, he is in love with Suno. Suno. And last weekend, Miss Regina called me out about another Suno class. So Dean and I will be collaborating on a Suno masterclass that will be coming up next Friday. So I am super excited for that for you guys. I can't wait for you all to see it. But that is my little tidbit that I have in regards to that. Dean, would you like to add anything to it?
Yeah, it was going to be a fun class. We're going to learn some cool stuff, and the GPT will be updated with some new things. and we'll have a few surprises.
Oh, I'm super excited. I can't wait. He's teaching me. He blowing my mind. So I'm a student just like everybody else in this class. But I'm excited and I know it will be great. So panel, do you guys have any other remarks or comments before we go into our goodies?
Just don't forget to tell them about the freebie that everybody gets for joining the Zoom.
That's exactly what I was about to go to.
Or asking for the link to Dean's GPT.
Oh,
it's there.
Awesome. All right. So
also show the image.
Yeah, so give me 1 second. I'm trying to get everything together over here. All right. So since this is AI Fusion collaboration, we wanted to do something really special with you guys. So first and foremost, thank you so much for being here this evening, sharing your time with each and every one of us. We hope that your spirit was filled as we were doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen really quick. Set up. Just trying to make sure I get the right window. Sorry, you guys. Oh, goodness, I have so much going on. Alrighty, can you guys see my screen okay? All right.
Yeah.
So
yes.
As a freebie, the collaboration team got together and all of the beautiful images that you see, we actually went together and put a prompt guide just for you guys. So this is a goodie that you will be receiving here tonight. So just to give you a quick guide, walkthrough of it, we give you the instructions on how to utilize the guide via Midjourney or ChatGPT. You will also see prompts from each creative showcasing their art style. So this is to help you build your art library as well. So we will be dropping that. Any questions? I know my screen looks crazy, so let me stop the share. So I will be dropping that link below.
You should say drop the link, I think, to the class, where she can put it on DDS.
Okay, will do. Will do.
Misha also said she put Rosie's poem into 11 labs if we would like to hear it.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
Just let me know when you're ready. Just squeeze me in.
You're muted, Michelle.
All right, let me do this. Okay, you're good to go.
I'm going to share my screen and I am in 11 labs. And all right, can everybody see my screen okay?
Yes.
All right, so I put it in already. And
Radiant blossom.
Can you guys hear it?
Yes.
Yes.
In her eyes, a garden blooms so bright. Roses whisper secrets in the night. Petals blush with love's profound embrace. Nature's wonder graced upon her face. With a smile, she colors the dawn. Roses singing, darkness withdrawn. Her beauty, a canvas richly hued. In every bloom, a soul renewed. She walks where the sunlight gently falls, among roses, where her spirit calls. Each step a dance, a rhythm pure. In her presence, hearts find their cure. Roses sway, touched by her grace, a silent hymn in this sacred place. Her essence, a fragrance on the breeze, soft whispers in the rustling leaves. In her gaze, the world's colors blend, a spectrum where love has no end. Through roses, her story is told, a timeless beauty forever bold.
So that's her poem there. I brought it into, there it is. I brought it into Canva and added music. I was listening to Dean, so I added some music to it just so you guys can see. Once you use Rosie's tool to create the poem or Miranda's tool to create scriptures, you can put it into 11 Labs. When you put it into 11 Labs, you use Dean's class to go ahead and put music onto it, right? So you want to stack your tools. So the music isn't perfect, but I just want to show you guys you can add them both into Canva.
Radiant blossoms. In her eyes, a garden blooms so bright. Roses whisper secrets in the night.
So now you have content that you can offer to people for free. You can offer it to them as a service. You don't have to use your voice. You absolutely do not have to use your voice. All right, so that's 11 Labs. That's Canva with the Suno music added. Go ahead and create some art in Midjourney, stack those things, present them to people, and you have content. Thank you, Rosie.
That's
Thank you,
awesome.
Misha.
Past Misha bedtime and Rosie bedtime. So that was awesome that they both still on here.
My jaw is on the floor. Like, that was awesome. Thank you, Misha. Like, my mind is blown.
You're welcome. And just imagine, Dean has 30 pages of music he's created. You create 30 pages of poems. You guys meet together in the middle and create a class to show people how to create faceless content. You partner up with somebody that's creating art using Midjourney, and all three of you guys come together and you teach people and find yourself a Canva person that knows how to pull it all together so it can transition, and you'll have faceless content that you can offer to people. And the way that it will look on TikTok is when they upload it, you can turn on the captions. So the screen can be black, but the captions can be on. You don't even need art. So just imagine every morning you put up a 1-minute meditation, a 1-minute talk about scripture, a 1-minute talk about the beauty of African American women, because that's the demographic that you tap into. And you got content.
I always spending my coins. Now I gotta go get 11 Labs.
That's dope. That's dope.
But if somebody has 11 Labs, collaborate.
Yeah.
Collaborate.
Okay.
And you guys go ahead and you work together as a team. Don't go buy this thing if you don't have to.
See, this is so awesome, Misha, because you actually said what I was already thinking, but I was thinking I would need to use my voice, and I was like, I ain't comfortable with that just yet. But then you said I can use somebody else's voice, and so now my wheels are spinning because I was thinking about all this stuff, and you just confirmed. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So awesome. We should just always coming out the box with something. Come out swinging. I'm telling you.
It don't be me. It don't. I'm telling you, it's not me. It's me being in an environment that vibrates really high, and it helps to encourage thoughts. It helps put me in alignment. So I'm sitting here listening to you guys, and as you guys are talking, I'm typing in what Dean is saying. I'm doing Rosie saying. I'm like, well, go ahead and delete that out of there so people can't see it. So I'm in the background doing this stuff. And you best believe if this group wasn't vibrating as high as it's vibrating, I would be asleep on this screen right now. But you guys, you got something beautiful here, and I hope you see it. I hope you see it, and I hope you nurture this thing, because you on to something here. I can only see it through my lens, just the way that I see it, but I can't reveal that because it's not for me to reveal what I see, but I do really see something
big,
magical here. Yeah.
It's awesome. Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Misha.
Thank you, cuz.
All right, for those of you that are in Zoom, the Canva prompt guide link has been placed in the chat, so you guys can go ahead and grab that. In regards to the panel, as we're wrapping up tonight, any closing remarks? Lena, I'll go ahead and start with you.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so what I wanted to let the people that are in attendance know, especially if you've joined the group, is just, you know, we would like for you to participate, of course, but also let us know what you need from us so that we know how to serve you better. Because that's the whole point of our group, is to collaborate, help each other, teach each other things, right? But we need to know what you need from us so that we can give you that information. If you don't want to do it publicly in the group, you can send any one of us a message. I'm sure no one else on here would mind getting a private message, right? From anybody. So that's me included. So just let us know. We want to hear from you.
Thank you. Thank you. Dean, closing remarks?
Hold on. Okay, you hear me. Basically, it's the same thing that Lena just said. You know, we want to hear from you. How can we be of service? The content that we create amongst ourselves is based on pain points, needs, as well as inspiration. We can do this all day long, but it's really no good to us if we can't share it with you guys so that it can help you bring out what is in you, your style. We're not trying to make duplicates of ourselves. We want to make sure we bring the best out of you. And that's why you joined the group. You have an expectation, you want to hear about it. And there isn't any silly questions or silly ideas because that's not the way we operate. But thank you for coming to this live and hanging with us this long. And there'll be many more.
Absolutely, absolutely. Miss Erica?
Y'all don't want me to talk. It's an hour and 32 minutes past my bedtime. Anyway, I echo what Lena and Dean have said. We would love to have you join the group if you feel like you're like-minded with us. We like to collaborate with each other. We also want to collaborate with other people. So if you have an idea for a collaboration, send us a message, join the group, get that group popping with all the ideas. And that way we can all grow together as we've been doing amongst ourselves. We want to see that for everybody else. So thank you for attending tonight. It's been very enjoyable and it was worth staying up past my bedtime.
Thank you. Natasha?
My last remarks are, yeah, come join the group. Don't be shy. Ask questions. Find that one person or several people that you can collaborate and just go for goal. Like, really just show up as yourself. Don't try to be like nobody else. Don't compare yourself to nobody else. We are all equally amazingly made in the image of God, and nobody can duplicate that. No, none of us can duplicate each other. So just show up as yourself. Come with your flaws. Come with your greatness, and come to learn, because each person has something to teach you, no matter how big or how small it is, no matter if you've learned it before. There's a teaching style for each one that will connect. And I'm here for it. So come on. I'm out my box. I'm out my shell. So y'all got to come on.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. Rosie, closing remarks?
Ditto to what everyone else has already said. I just want to add a big shout out to Dean, because y'all, this wasn't something that we've been working on for weeks. Like yesterday in our chat, our usual check-in, good morning, how's everybody doing? What you doing today? I mentioned a pain point. And from that, Dean was like, okay, so here's what we need to do. And then everybody else jumped in and was like, okay, so we can do this, we can do that. This literally came together in less than 24 hours, probably what, from about 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock, we put all of this together.
Yep.
So I do want to give a huge shout out to Dean. I want to thank everybody that came together, all of us in AI Fusion that came together yesterday and was like, let's do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Kelly?
Hey. It's I mean, what can I say is everybody, we appreciate you guys for hanging with us this late. Usually, sometimes we are on this late, and usually everybody is seeing me cooking while we're on, but I'm trying not to do that tonight. So, but I am very grateful to be in this space, and I am grateful for all of you for sticking with us. Good things are coming from me. I don't, I'm not a big talker. I don't think I am, but classes are coming. I'm working on them right now. So yeah, expect some things happening from Kelly. So make sure you guys, make sure you are following like all of us, because we have some things happening for sure. That's it. You're muted, Michelle.
Sorry. Thank you, Mo. I'm steady saying Mo and can't nobody hear me.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you everyone for showing up for us and showing out, because if your energy was low, what we was gonna do? Sing. We was gonna sing. But what I'm saying is thank you. And this is the thing. If you are still here, at my time is 9:37. If you still here, then that means you rock with us. That means you mesh with us. That means you are in alignment with us. So that means you need to head on over to the Facebook page, become fam, and let's continue to grow together. And guess what? Nobody gets left behind. We in this thing together. I was gonna sing, but I'm getting more frogs coming through.
I was sure waiting on the song, ma'am.
All right.
Or nothing.
Let people. Well, I wanted to ask you to make sure for the people that might have did drop off, you're gonna email the prompt guide to all the registers.
Yes.
Oh, I do have one more thing. I'm learning voiceover. Okay, so be on the lookout for that being a service that I will be providing. Although I love creating, I think that voiceovering will be something that I will not only provide as a service, but as I become more comfortable with it, I will be willing to teach others.
Nice. Excited to hear that, Mo. T?
Put your voice in 11 Labs and sell it.
I like that whisper.
That's awesome. So funny. Thanks, Mo.
All I can say is join the group. This is just a little taste of how we do things around here. And I enjoy it. I love it. And we are a big bunch of goofballs half of the time, but most of the time when things need to be said or done, that's also a part of the group as well.
Awesome. Shug, and then we will wrap up with Miss Linda.
Girl, I'm good. Y'all want to say it all. My head kind of hurting. Y'all know I usually be talkative, but it's a little different for me right now. But I love tonight. I love this group. I love the panel. Thank you, Misha. Thank you, everybody. And this, thank you. Y'all said it all already. I echo everything everybody said.
All right, and Miss Linda.
I want to thank each and everybody that in attendance here on the panel, here in the chat. I truly did not expect the things that have happened here tonight. I just want to say thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm not going to try to say names right now because I know I'll mess it up. But thank you from the bottom of my heart. We all have big things coming. And I think I inboxed Dean the other day and I told Dean I saw something coming. I don't know what it is, but I feel it and I feel it in my spirit. And all of us are on that train and none of us are going to be left behind. So if you're looking for a place and you're looking for some place where you can learn and grow and have the support, this is where you need to be. Thank you, Shug. Thank you, Misha. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Candace. Thank you, everybody that has touched our group. I truly appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you from AI Fusion. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. All right. Well, that is all that we have this evening. I thank you so
much. The picture. The image.
Oh, the image. I am so sorry. Hold on. Let me pull up Natasha's image because she is not going to beat me up. Hold on.
My GPT will be dropping soon.
Yes. So let me pull up her image so we can look at how beautiful that is really quick before we sign off. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay. All right, and I don't want to take and do that. Goodness. 1 second, y'all.
You showing my link, woman.
Sorry. That was totally a mom move right there. Okay. But this is Natasha's beautiful piece of art that is with her GPT that she will be releasing
dropping very soon. It comes with affirmations, goals, and meditation, and scripture. So it'll be coming soon.
Super excited for that. So everybody's cool this evening?
Yes, ma'am.
We need one more.
We need one more.
The GPT that we just did. That we will be using.
I can't keep up with everything.
Oh, the one that you just did?
Just did.
Okay.
All right.
I sent it to you.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
Yes.
Misha, he be popping them GPTs out like them Tic Tacs. He be popping them things. Pop.
Yep. Do you have it in your story yet, Dean?
Yes.
Is it posted ready?
Yeah, it is posted. It's been posted since last week.
Okay, cool.
And this is somebody that didn't want to do GPTs because it wasn't for them, right? Ain't that what he said?
Ain't that something?
That's it.
I remember that. I remember that.
Misha, is your mic on?
All right, let me go ahead and share my screen so we can take a peek at this. All right, so this is Dean's Rhythm and Rhyme GPT. And if I'm not mistaken, was this the one that you were working on earlier, Dean?
No, I'm working on something else, but that's the one.
Go ahead.
But yeah, that's the one that we'll be using in our class on Friday.
Yes.
And Dean's so sweet. He gave away 2 of these in my group. He's so sweet.
So definitely, if you will be joining us this upcoming Friday, go ahead and grab that GPT. We'll be using it as a resource, but I'm super excited to share that with you guys. So,
Michelle, Michelle, can you grant me 1 minute? Because since Miranda didn't sing for us, I swear this is an old birthday song. It's less than a minute. I want to share my screen and play this for y'all so y'all will know. Because she's sitting up here talking about she learning voiceovers. No, she is the bomb.
I am learning voiceovers.
No.
Girl, please. And she was supposed to take us out, but since she ain't gonna take us, I'm about to play this so everybody will know. And y'all need to get in Mo's inbox so she can do y'all commercials, y'all voiceovers, or whatever. So it's less than a minute, y'all. Then I promise we gonna let y'all go. So let me share my screen if I can.
Yeah,
share.
able to go ahead and share it.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I don't know what that's doing. What's that mean?
Okay.
Siri said it wanted it. It's time too.
Oh yeah, this was nice.
Siri always in my business, but can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Siri in everybody's business.
Right. Okay. Let's see here.
We don't hear anything.
We can't hear it.
Oh, you don't hear it? Hold on.
I made those images with that GPT as well, though.
Yeah, really nice.
Thank you.
Wait, I know what I did wrong, y'all. I needed to share the tab. Hold on. Okay. You should be able to hear it now. And now they doing fireworks, and I don't know why. Hold on.
Happy birthday, sugar, brown sugar, strong sugar, 'cause you are both sugar, my sister. Happy birthday, sugar. You are loving it, sugar. I'm so glad that I met you. Have a very blessed birthday, sugar, and many more. Happy birthday, Saray. Much love and respect, Mo. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Oh, okay.
And I always love your outro. Is this thing on? I'm sorry, y'all. That wasn't about me. I just wanted y'all to hear her singing because she's sitting up here talking about she learning. And look, this voiceover thing, Mo, you got this. I'm telling you.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
All right. I love it. I love it. That's awesome, Mo. Definitely a handle. Give Mo a round on that one. That was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Well, now, does anybody else need a minute before I hop off this time? Y'all good? Y'all squared away? All right. We thank you so much for your time, for joining us this evening, for some laughs, for some tears. Hopefully you learned something new. We can't wait to be back with you guys soon, and we look forward to it. You guys have a great night, and thank you for everyone that is here in Zoom, on Facebook, etc. Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Deuces.
Y'all
know I gotta be extra. Don't play with me. Y'all know. Come on now. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night. Erica, she said save something. I don't know if
Somebody
it's...
save the chat.
Oh yeah.
With the recording?
Got it.
Well,
Okay, somebody
got it. I clicked it.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I clicked
All
it.
right.
Okay.
All right. Good night.
All right.
Good
Much
night.
love. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.